Good evening, everyone. Today in this session, we will see what happens in the backend when we create custom object. And second thing is we will create custom object through object manager. These two topics we will see. Three things will happen when we create custom object. First thing is, this is the first step. Object table is created. Second, tab is created. And third one is business logic. Whenever you create custom object in Salesforce, these three things will happen. Object table is created, then tab will be created, business logic will be created. When object table creation means it will generate a table. Table with 5 fields or columns. Generate table with 5 fields. Tab is user interface to enter input. Business logic is one class is generated. Along with class, there will be methods. In the table, the 5 fields are ID. This is the first column. Name. Second field. Owner. Third field. Created by. Fourth field. Last modified by. These are the 5 fields. These are the standard fields. We cannot delete these standard fields. For any, if the object might be standard or custom, these 5 fields are common. Both standard objects which are provided by Salesforce and the custom objects which are created by administrator or developer. For both the objects, these 5 columns are common. Without these 5 columns, there is no object. If you want to add any additional columns, you can add. But if you create any custom object, the table is created with these 5 standard fields. We have these standard fields and we have added some more fields. So where to enter input? That input should be entered through user interface. Through this user interface or through the tab only, we can manage the object. Manage the object means managing object nothing but creating record, editing record, delete record, undelete record, and view record. These 5 operations. These operations are done through tab. That's why whenever you create custom object, first it will generate one table with 5 standard fields. Then tab will be created to manage the object. Now you have table and you have user interface. To insert the records, or if you want to edit the existing record, if you want to delete the record, if you want to undelete the record, or if you want to view the record, there should be a business logic. In that business logic, one class will be generated. This class is generated automatically by Salesforce. You don't need to write any class. You don't need to write any methods. Automatically, these 3 things will be done when you click on creating custom object. For example, now first one table is generated with 5 columns. This table is generated. Here you have ID. This is the ID column. This is name. This is owner. Created by last modified by. Table is generated with 5 columns. After that, it will generate user interface. This is the user interface. There it will have two text boxes, 2 buttons. This is the name. This is for owner. This is save. This is cancel. Table and tab. Between these two, this is a business logic. This is tab. This name is some customer. And this is the business logic. This is the object table. underscore underscore C. In this business logic, the class name is same as table name, and class name is same, and it will have some methods. So here you can enter name. When you enter name, and here owner is Samskara IT, you have entered this. When you click on save, it will send this information to business logic. Through business logic, it will insert records in the table, and you will get response back from the table. Then it will be sending to user interface. This is the backend process happened. Here tab name is what? Tab name is customers, right? Not customer. This table name is customer. Object name is customer. Tab name is customers. And internal name is customer underscore C. Underscore C. For save and cancel, there will be methods. If you click on save, what should happen? If you click on class, what should cancel, what should happen? This entire methods are available in the class. The business logic class. The class name is customer underscore C. This is the internal process happens in the backend. What you have to remember here, first thing is table. Second, user interface. This is in general terms. Third, business logic. In the next step, you remember table is object. User interface is tab. Business logic is class with methods. General name for object is customer. For tab, plural is added, customers. Internal name is customer. For table, customer underscore C. For tab, for business logic, class name is customer underscore. I don't know why it is not written. Underscore C. It has not. Maybe there is some problem. Underscore C. It is coming like this. Just remember underscore C. I don't know why it is. Class name and table name are same. Internally, class name and table name are same. We can identify object name. When there is C, it is a custom object. Underscore C, it is a custom object. For standard object, there is no underscore C. So Three layers are provided by Salesforce. First thing is, whenever you try to create custom object, first it creates a table, then it prepares user interface, then it provides business logic. Here user is a table, user interface, and business logic. Table is object. Our object name is customer. Internally name will be customer underscore underscore C. For user interface, it is tab. That name is customers. Internally, there is no name. And for business logic, there will be a class and methods. Then internal name will be customer underscore underscore C. This process, this 3-layer process, we have to remember. Now we will create custom object. This is the internal process. And I will save this image and I will send it to you. Now we'll create the custom object. How we will create custom object? In the first step, we'll go to setup, then setup, quick find. In quick find, object manager. Then we will click on object manager link. After that, we will see the practical steps, then we will come to navigation. We will understand easily. Okay, go to setup. From quick mind, type object manager and click on that object manager link. Here in the end, go to create custom object. Click on this link. Enter label name, that is object name, customer. Plural, you have to enter customers. Object name automatically came, you just give description. Customer object. So it came automatically, it is the customer name. Then data type, we will discuss about data types later. Here optional features are there. We will discuss what is this optional feature now. First thing is click on allow reports. When you click on allow reports, this object will come in the reports. Whenever you want to generate any reports, that time if you don't allow it in reports, this object won't come in the reports. If you want to generate report with this object name, if you want to get it in the report, you must select this in allow reports while creating the object. Next, allow activities. Allow activities means there will be different alerts and reminders. For example, if you want to speak with any customer at particular time, that time you can set alert from the Salesforce. You can create some alert and you can set some reminders. There 4 options will be there, like new task, log a call, new event, and email notification. You can say, you can put email notifications, you can set alerts. If you set this allow activities, then only you can do that for this particular object. Otherwise, you cannot do. Third one is track field history. If somebody make any changes to your record in the object, you have to see entire history. What happened to that record? What happened in the object? Why it is useful? If you take any bank, if you do some transactions, every transaction is recorded. If you don't record any transaction, like what is happening, who is modifying your record. For example, if you take money, withdraw money from ATM, it should be recorded. If you deposit some money in the counter, that person will take cash and he will record how much money you are depositing, what time you are depositing. If you do some transaction through debit card in some shop, they have to track that. This entire track field history should be there. Entire record history should be there for the object to understand what is happening with the object. As a record owner, as an object owner, you have to understand it. Otherwise, we will not know what is happening with the record. For 18 months, you can see this track field history. Whatever the changes made in the record, previous what was there and what is modified. If you change fax number from 99 to 77, it will show previously it was 999, now it was 777. This is modified by so and so person at this time. Entire track field history will be there. You can see this track history for 18 months. Now allow in charter groups. This is the fourth option. When you select this, if somebody made changes, including you as a record owner, if you make some changes to the object record, you will get notification in the charter. This person has modified this record. He has made this change. He has changed phone number from this to this. You will get alert in the charter box. Even if you make as a record owner, if you make any changes, Salesforce will send alert to you in the charter group, charter box. So these four options are very, very important. We will discuss about these four options in detail in future sessions. Now deployment status is two options are available. One is in development, second is deployed. Whenever you select in development, this object cannot be used by other people or it cannot be used because it is in development stage. You are creating new fields. You have started working on it. If you have not finished, you are creating some additional fields. You are doing some work with the object. Once everything is done, you have created so many fields and you have set page layouts, everything you have set, you have finished everything. Then you can set it to deployed. That time this object is available. It will be available in the application or it will be available to all the users. Then leave this allow search. We will see that later. Object creation options available only when custom object is first created. So here you select add nodes and attachments. When you select this add nodes and attachments, it means you can add some attachments. Like you are sending email to the company for job. That time you will write, so you are so and so person and you have this much experience. You need to attach your profile, your resume. In the same way, in the record as well, you can attach some documents. You can attach some notes. If you select this, if you check this, then only you can do it. Otherwise, you can't do. Then click on launch new custom tab wizard after saving the object. If you don't select this, tab won't be created. We need a table, we need a tab. If you don't select this, it will create only object table and business logic. It won't create a tab. We need tab to manage the objects. That's why we select launch new custom tab wizard. Then click on save. It took to object tab, new custom object tab. Here it is asking for tab setup. Now object is customer. Tab style we can select. Just click on search and you can select something. You can select anything based on your customer. I want to check some customer typeface. I don't find it. You just check it and try. Here color styles, everything will come based on this. You can enter the description of the tab. Customers tab. Then click on next. Here you select default on. It will be available to all the profiles, all the user profiles. It should be available. That's why select default on. Everything is selected for every user. This tab is available. We will discuss about profiles and users later. That time we will understand that. Then it should be available on the all applications. We have created one application, HDFC Sales. If you select all applications, this object will be available to all the applications in the org. Otherwise, if you select only one, that will be available. This custom object is available only to that particular application. Now we want to include to all the applications in the org. Just click on save. Now you can see this is the customer object. Internal name is customer__C. Singular label is customer, plural is customers. This is the tab. Tab is created. Now where we can see this tab? We can see this tab in the application. Go to your HDFC sales application. There we should see this tab now, customers tab. See this, we have this customers tab. So we have not entered any records to it. It is not showing now. If you want to enter, see customer name it is asking, and owner, I have logged in as Madhusudan R. That's why it is giving owner name. And why it has not given other three fields? What are the other three fields? 5 fields are created. Name and owner name only it has given. This ID and created by, last modified by, these are internally generated. These 3 will be generated internally by Salesforce. That's why it is showing only 2 fields. See now, if you take this, I have entered this name, owner name is this, created by this, created by me, and last modified by me. And the ID will be programmatically we can see. We cannot see here. Notes and attachments. You can We have selected that option. That's why it is showing here. This here, see, activity it is showing. We have selected activity should be on. In that new event, new task, log, call, email. You can set reminder from start date, end date, all the event. You can select like this. We have used all these options. We have selected all these options while creating the object. That's why it is showing here. Now we will write the navigation for practice. So here click on object table, object manager link. Click on create custom object. Next thing is enter singular label and plural label. Enter description for this tab. Then in the optional features, we have to select 4 features. First one is allow reports. Second, allow activities. Third, track field history. Check this track field history. Fourth one, allow in charter groups. This is for reports. This activities for setting alerts, reminders or notifications. Track field history is to see history, modified history. Last 18 months history we can see. Then it will send alert in charter for modified records. Whoever modify, even if you modify as a owner of the record, that alert will come in charter. So next option is deployment section. We have 2 things. One is development, in development. Then deployed. This is when object is in development status. It is after development is finished. Select this option. Object creation options. 8th point is the object creation options. You can select add notes and attachments. Related list to the page layout. We have to select this option. And you have to select these 4 options. You have to select this option here. And second option, you have to select this option is, if you select this option, then you can attach notes or documents. Then launch new custom tab wizard after saving the custom object. When you select this, then only it will create custom object. Create custom tab, create tab, it creates tab. If you don't select this, it will create only table and business logic. Then click on next. You can select tab style from lookup icon to be get applied to the tab. You can select that search option and you can select it. Then click on next. After this, select, it is already selected, option default on. It is already default on selected. You can click on next. It is, when you select this, it will be, the object will be visible to all profile users. There are different profile users like system administrator and so many things are available. We will discuss about these profiles and users in the next classes. Then click on next. After this, select include tab. To all the, it is by default, it is selected to all the application. So it will be visible to all the applications which are available in the org. Then 15th point is click on save button. After clicking on save button, what will happen? Object customer is created with customers tab. You can see tab, customers tab in all the applications. What are the application you open? We have created an application with Axis or HDFC Sales, or you can open any application. See here, you can see customers. This is a custom tab. For custom object, this tab is created. So this is how we create the custom object through Object Manager. You practice this both in Classic and Lightning. In try with customer, create one custom object name with customer. And second custom object in Classic with agent. Try in Classic. Try in Lightning. So this is the end of today's session. If you have any questions, you can ask me now. Thank you so much for attending the session. I hope you have understand how to create custom object and what is happening in the background.